Hello, hello, hello to all of my Aquarius. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with a very special reading. Okay, so this reading is going to be the difference between a high vibrating Aquarius and a low vibrating Aquarius, okay? So welcome to all of my cross watchers. If you've ever been in a relationship with an Aquarius, whether it's family relationship, best friend or friend relationship, platonic, or in a romantic relationship with an Aquarius, or if you're an Aquarius yourself and because of circumstances you started to vibrate at a low frequency, or because of circumstances you started to elevate and vibrate at a high frequency, here's the differences, okay? So a low vibrating Aquarius is somebody who is very impulsive, someone who is very, very unpredictable, someone who is inconsistent, someone who's an extremist, and someone who is very, very stubborn. In contrast, an Aquarius that is vibrating at a high frequency is very open-minded, they're humanitarian, they're creative, they're free-spirited, they're intellectual, they're very progressive, they're original, and they are independent. Very, very important to note. So, if you have called me for a special reading, for a personal reading, then you know the kinds of conversations we have about you being in control of what happens next, right? You are responsible for either delaying or speeding up the process of receiving what it is you put out there in the universe by your frequency. So you can turn it up or you can lower your frequency, but those are the characteristics of both high vibrating and low vibrating. So let's run this down again. Low vibrating. A low vibrating Aquarius is someone who is very impulsive, someone who's unpredictable, someone who is very inconsistent, someone who is an extremist, someone who is stubborn, right? And so when you come across an Aquarius that is like that, and especially if you feel like you've been burned by an Aquarius that's like that, then it will pretty much swear you off from Aquariuses altogether. But if you have an Aquarius that's vibrating at a high frequency, someone who is open-minded, who's a humanitarian, someone who's very creative, someone who's a free spirit, intellectual, someone who is progressive, original, and independent, it can be a great experience. So let's do a special reading for my high vibrating Aquariuses, okay? Something for the low vibrating Aquarius is to strive for, because this can be very, very, very powerful. Let's get into your reading. All right. Oh, look at all these major arcanas. Okay. High vibrating Aquariuses. All right. Let's see. Okay, so we have the Magician card. We have the Temperance card. Let's put these here. So this lets me know right off you have a lot of tools in your tool belt. This is attached to the Virgo and the Gemini. Both of them are very, very, one is an air sign, one is an earth sign. Both are very, very meticulous, very intelligent. So that's right in your range, okay, Aquarius? Because like the Gemini, you are an air sign, very powerful and very intellectual. Then we have the Lover's card here too. This is attached to the Gemini. This is you loving yourself deeper and harder, right? So therefore you're attracting exactly who you are. Just like if you're at a low vibration, if you're at low frequency, you're going to attract who you are. But we're talking about the high vibrating Aquariuses right now that we know the difference. So the Lover's card, this is about you loving yourself deeper and harder. Therefore, that's what you're attracting. That's with friends, that's with family, that's romantic interest. That is what you're attracting because you're loving yourself deeper and harder. And then look, we have some more. We have the Hanged One. This is you being patient on your journey, being patient with yourself, being patient with others, like really just kind of sort of just chilling out and just being cool. This is the Wheel of Fortune, showing me that the Wheel of Fortune is spinning in your favor. Now look at this. This is beautiful right here. Okay, so this is a Judgment card. So you have a lot of major arcanas, Aquarius. So this is the Judgment card. This is people rooting for you, your ancestors rooting for you, your family members, people who genuinely love you, your friends, people that you're not even aware of that are rooting for your success. Those people that know intimately what you've been through. Your ancestors know intimately what you've been through. You know, some of your family members know exactly what you've been through to get to where you are right now. They know that you were in bondage. This is the Eight of Swords. They know that you were in bondage. You were in bondage to people's behaviors toward you. You know, people that actually see these swords right here, people that actually cut themselves out of your life because of how they treated you. It could have been another low vibrating, it could have been a low vibrating Aquarius, it could have been another low vibrating sign. But nevertheless, this is you feeling like you were restricted, you were in bondage to whomever or whatever. It could have been a job, it could have been a person, it could have been a situation, but that's no longer the case. That was you. That's no longer you. Look, because look at you. You've decided to put your nose to the ground. Okay, because these are two Pentacles cards. This is the Eight of Pentacles. This is about grit. This is about craftsmanship. This is about you saying, you know what? I do have a lot of tools in my toolbox. See how I'm pointing at the Magician card? I do have a lot of tools in my toolbox. I know how to get to work and make some things happen. I'm very gifted and talented. I'm just going to make some things happen. And look what you're creating, Aquarius. You're creating legacy wealth. This is the Ten of Pentacles. Prosperity, wealth. And legacy wealth is not just rich. Wealth is about your money working for you. So you really should get excited, okay? High vibrating Aquarius is very, very, very exciting because this is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. And then look, we have the Eight of Cups here. This is about introspection. You going off and like kind of sort of thinking about next steps, you know, thinking about your new opportunities. And this is you going off by yourself. Now, see in the picture, you know, on the card is showing somebody walking off onto the mountain. So you may not be going into the mountains by yourself, but this is certainly you in introspection mode, really kind of sort of thinking about next steps, new opportunities, that kind of thing, new beginnings for you. But see, the new beginning came as a result of you raising your vibrations, and these ropes just fell off. Because you were restricted. You felt restricted. You felt restricted to other people crossing over your boundaries, not respecting your boundaries, but not anymore. You're like, no, I'm putting my nose to the ground. I have a lot of gifts and talents, and I'm going to work those things because my focus now is significantly different. This is where that patience came in. So things are really working out in your favor. The Most High God and the universe are working out in your favor. And I'm sure it feels great for you. I'm sure it feels real, real, real good to you, good for you, Aquarius, because you've been putting in the work. And so you deserve it. Look at this. This is the Nine of Wands. This is attached to fire energy. This is the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is about action. This is about change. This is about self-confidence. See how the person has their back turned to, you know, these wands that were perceived as like challenges. This is about self-confidence. You are confident that you're coming home for the coming in for the last stretch. This is you, Aquarius. This is because of your perseverance. This is because of your wisdom, right? Tapping into your third eye. Very, very, very powerful. And then look, you also have the King of Cups. This is a person who is focused on moving mankind forward. You know, those humanitarians, like most Aquariuses are humanitarians. This is about you moving mankind forward. This is about mindfulness. So you're in that kind of, see, the Cups card is attached to the water element. This is about emotions and creativity. So you're constantly, see, this is you going off by yourself, thinking creatively, how can I move mankind forward? How can I, you know, in a positive way, like how can I progress mankind? Like, can I get involved in some volunteer efforts? You know, where can I volunteer? Where can I lend my expertise? And this is you, King of Cups. This is about mindfulness. This is about humanitarian efforts. This is you. So you have completely shifted your focus, Aquarius. And I'm quite sure for a lot of Aquariuses, this feels so good because no longer are you in bondage. No longer are you in bondage. You're free, 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 free as a bird. And that's a wonderful feeling, especially when you start to think, wow, I cannot believe I allowed people, places, and things to keep me in bondage, and so now I'm in a totally different headspace. Now let's pull an oracle card. Look, this is the Moonology oracle card, so I'm going to pull one of these for you. But yeah, Aquarius, and look, everybody's cheering you on. And so the people that are still vibrating at a low frequency, they don't even have access to you to not cheer you on. You don't even see those people. But you can feel the love. A lot of you can feel the love from your ancestors, and for people who just genuinely just want to see you happy and see you thrive. You know, those people do exist. They're called high vibrating energies, right? And so because I know that you all, my listeners, are high vibrating Aquariuses, I know that I'm talking directly to you. And so for anybody who's vibrating at a low frequency, you can tell your fellow Aquarius, hey, tune into Queen Amun Ra's videos to see what the difference between a high vibrating Aquarius and a low vibrating Aquarius, and all of this will happen for you. Look, a new romantic cycle begins. Remember I said when you love yourself deeper and harder, like this Lover's card right here, that's what you're going to attract. You're going to attract people at your same frequency. So love is not just romantic love, even though this one says romantic love, but it's not just romantic love. It is deeper love for yourself, forgiving people, loving yourself, being attached to the heart chakra. Remember I was showing you this rose quartz attached to the heart chakra? This is about love, 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 and every form of love. Loving yourself, loving other people, vibrating at a frequency where this kind of love comes in. A new moon cycle, a new romantic cycle begins. So yeah, Aquarius, you're even going to be attracting people on your same love frequency. And so just be open to it. Even if you're not looking for it, it could be, the start of a beautiful platonic friendship. Right? It doesn't always have to blossom into something, intimate or sexual. It could be an intimate, platonic relationship where this is a person that you can like really, really lean on and talk to, and you all can share that high vibrating energy. But yeah, Aquarius, that's what I have for you. I wanted to share with you the difference between high vibrating and low vibrating Aquariuses, and also offer you this special reading because I'm so excited for each one of my astrological signs. And so you all are creating legacy wealth right now. And I know that has to feel good because you had to get out of this bondage. Like you really, really, and you're coming in for the home stretch. So for some of you who are just starting to vibrate at a higher frequency, you're coming into the home stretch, right? All of this is happening for you right now. This is what's been put out in the universe. And so that is what I have for you, Aquarius. Again, this message is timeless. You will see it when you are supposed to see it. Some of you will see it sooner than later, but nevertheless, it'll make its way around to you, okay? Bye.